Hello everybody and welcome to, well, an update video, really. Oh god, there we are. Bit of a pause then, bloody hell with handicap. So, yeah, this is just like, an update video to, tell you the state of play of the, channel, like, what's happening and what's going to be going down in the future. So, yeah, first of all, videos will be down for not a while. Well, not a while. It just depends how things pick up. Actually, not next week. Nah, I just really realised it's half term. Yeah, it's half term next week. Oh shit. Oh, anyway, videos will be down for a while. Mainly, like, well, at the moment, like, my visual novel series, they're on hold for a little bit. The one that I pre-recorded was, obviously, Tokyo School Life. I was going to say Tokyo School Girl then, like I normally do. It's just how I need to record, like, get stuff out then, because I've had a lot on the plate recently, some for things that matter to others, and some that matter to me personally. Mainly the second one. Not gonna lie. But yeah, but it's been really difficult to record even a visual novel for that matter. The reviews are pretty easy to do since it's like, read it, live react, etc., etc. So yeah, the series I've been reviewing, let's talk about that. Maggie's been on hold for a while, obviously, not the series. I don't remember why. I have no idea. For some reason, I just stopped checking. And then, Bob's Your Uncle, Fanny's Your Aunt, it's now on chapter 265? 63? So yeah, I'll be catching up on that when I get the time. Again, once, things settle down. On my end. So yeah, what'll happen is, depending on how much that, I'm willing to, not willing to record, like, like how many I'm willing to review. Like, normally I would review for, in this case, like maybe three is definite, maybe a fourth, depending on, like how the third chapter ends. So yeah, they'll be starting back up soon. Attack on Titan. That one, very fiddly, very fiddly. Again, I don't know why I stopped. It's just that every time that I was gonna go to reviewing it, something came up, so to speak. So yeah, but starting, yeah, I'll try to record some manga reviews in the future. Not in the future. Over half term, depending really. Yeah, they'll be starting back up soon. So yeah, expect them. What else? Boku no Hero Academia. This one, I actually know why I stopped reviewing at the time. Yeah, I have my own reasons. I'm not really going to say why. I mean, you can say it's childish, and I will admit that it is. It wasn't I thought the story or characters were bad, anything. It was just that. It was a soul-crushing event, So, yeah, I actually have, as of this point, I've recorded up to chapter 24. And I'll be posting those ones once I've reached chapter 30. So, that won't take long. Yeah, that won't take long. The state of play for them is what I said that what I do with the Maggie chapters. It's a 3 or 4 increment. The review section, I will admit, will be a bit scarce. Well, I say a bit for the Maggie section. It's a definite for the Boku no Hero. It's just I'm compressing the reviews into one, like essentially like I'm reading a volume. So yeah. What I plan on doing for the channel, like, new series, I have got a few ideas in mind. Like I've got a few visual novels in my head, like to do a series on. One is, where is it? I'm looking for it now. I don't think I've got it here. But it's called. Let me just get my Steam up. It's called library. It's not called library. If my heart had wings. Now, before you go asking, it's the all ages version. I found out that there was a steamy again, I mentioned this when I found out about Nico Power. If you did watch the Nico Power thing, when I found out about all Steam's fiddliness, I mean, that just doesn't make a blind bit of sense in my opinion. I mean, yeah, what can you do? I mean, yeah. Everlasting Summer again. Actually, I don't really know for that one. I think I found a way to I found a way to get the thingy for If My Heart Had Wings, but that one is a little bit fiddly to do, and there isn't really a video. Someone hasn't done a video tutorial, I don't. And with the patch for that one, it's always mixed thing like, oh, it worked for me or it doesn't work for me. I mean, like, when something's mixed and it's not, concrete, like everyone's like, oh, thank you, it worked, etc., etc., then I would have done it. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it the normal thing. Everlasting Summer. I don't know about that one. I think I found something to get it out of that version. The all age version. But yeah, I'll have to recheck that. I plan on doing. You'll be no surprise from here. When it finally releases, what? Sakura Fantasy. It's currently on green light at the moment. Well, it's been approved, but it's not available for purchase now. Take what you will. If you don't like that type of series, it's not a sequel to Sakura Angels or Sakura Spirit. Sakura Spirit, I found out something about that. For those of you that are wondering if there is going to be a sequel, apparently the writer that obviously did the story left the team or something along those lines. Just check their Twitter account; it'll mention it somewhere. Sakura Angels, yes. I haven't really heard anything, but I do want that one to have a sequel. But either way, I'm just segueing. Sakura Fantasy I will do, and Sakura Beach. Yeah, that one came up as quite a surprise when I saw that one. I was like, oh god. Sakura Fantasy is a definite, but Sakura Beach is a bit of an iffy one. Not because of Well, the only iffy reason I have is basically because they're just firing out. I mean, like, if they fired the first one out, Fantasy, which else they did, I would have been like, oh, okay. And then if they did, like, Beach on green light when Fantasy was released, then I was like, oh, okay, I'll purchase that. But to me, they're just like, I know what they're trying to do, but I don't really mind as long as the story's good. And the stories have impressed me. Some more than others, but the dominant one out of the two, in my opinion, is Fantasy. Angels. I haven't read Fantasy. Good God. Yeah. What else? Yeah, those are the only ones I planned. Any visual novels that come out is just like oh, that looks good, and then and I'm doing a let's play on it. So yeah. Now what else? I'm planning on doing a Hearthstone series. It's going to be a free-to-play one. I mean. I have reasons for being in free to play. I mean, if I had it my way, I would have, purchased packs a while ago. But yeah, don't even know why it's like that. I mean, I didn't even do it. So yeah. Now then, Soto, yeah, Soto is coming back now. There's going to be two things for this. One is going to be my legacy thing. And the other is a let's play, so to speak. I'm debating on whether or not to do a role play during the Let's Play. I mean, does seem a little bit easy. Um, but I planned on doing one for World of Warcraft. I mean, I got that Hunger Mess on private, so if you want to see, yeah, what that turned out, I only managed to record one. Yeah, um, I was gonna record a bunch, but then didn't really have the time. So yeah, if you want to see that what episode 1 is like, then I'll show it, but don't expect episode 2 the next day, or just let you know here that there's only one recorded. So yeah, the role play will seem a little, to me it'll be a little bit easy for the SWOTOR, since the guy's speaking and yeah. Legacy thing. Now this is interesting. I was actually planning on coming back, to the SWOTOR monarchy, ever since Left did his legacy video. But then I was like, okay, let's see, planning out. And I saw this real awesome AMV for SWOTOR when I was just going round to see if there were any other AMVs, and I saw someone's Jedi Consular. Well, yeah, it was in the title, Jedi Consular. Someone's Jedi Consular. I was like, oh, okay, this looks interesting. So they were using in game, and my God, that was scrumdiddlyumptious. I'll link the video in the description. So yeah, that'll be coming back. The style that I'm going to be doing it is, is the right word narrative? Well, basically, this is what I plan on doing. Right, say it's the Inquisitor story, and then before we roll to the credits, you hear me speaking. It will be like me telling a story before the events of the Inquisitor's travels, like how he came to be in he came to be the slave. So episode 1 be part 1 of his will be episode 1 of the SWOTOR story, but at the same time it'll be me at the beginning also with the part 1 of what his story would be. Although now I think about it, it would make sense to put it at the end of the episode, instead of throwing it at you and you've seen that section, okay, and then this comes up and oh, okay, you get the choice whether you want to stay for that section or just bugger off and wait till episode 2. I don't mean that in a bad way. So yeah, yeah, I want to know what you think about that, but if you do like that idea, then yeah, you're gonna be in for a surprise, because I know what's happening for the ending. I mean, well, it's been out for 4 years now, almost 4 years, but I'll speak vaguely just in case. When we get to the final boss of the Inquisitor story, it will just be that'll be a mixture of the narrative and the story. It'll be that bit, one part the fight, and then I go into narrative, and then it just goes to the ending. You'll understand what I mean when I get to there, because let's just say my mind ran wild when thinking of that. So yeah, those are basically the ones I have planned. I mean, again, if you see anything, new that comes out, then it's basically because, it came out just then, or, I recently find out, I was like, oh, that'll make a good series. So, yeah. Thank you for listening to my rambling. Oh my God, it was longer than I expected. But yeah, I just want to let you all know the state of play of the channel and what's going to happen. And actually, I don't really know for that one. I'll say this now: Bleach's review for this week will be again late, like it was last week. But that one is a maybe, but I don't really know. But I'm just rambling on that. So yeah, I will see you whenever. Good day. But again, let me know what you think about that, and if you want to see that god awful mess of an episode, yeah, just let me know in the description. Good day.